Um, we are still currently getting disturbed. Disturbing mysteries. This is visual ventures. Why do I keep saying visual ventures? Visual. Okay, that kind of sounds like vaginal. Okay. This is disturbing. No, man, come on. Get your mind out of it. Disturbing mysteries still unsolved. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So we talking about this one guy, right? So he's out with friends, bro. He's a 28-year-old, and then he just like, I don't know what happens, but fast forward, he runs out of the airport like hysterically. You know what I'm saying? Runs out of an airport hysterically from what is it? Some time away with some friends. You know what I'm saying? And obviously my whole ignorant outlook is that, yo, this guy must have taken something of substance that like did not agree with his bodily chemistry, and he just, you know, started seeing things maybe he was not supposed to be seeing, because now we're at a point where, you know, they've gotten, I don't know where they're at, like yeah, it kind of went over my head, but like they're at the spot, and then he just veers off alone, you know what I'm saying, away from the group. And it always starts this way, right? Stupidly, right, type shit.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a simple holiday with friends.
Okay.
For the first few days,
Holiday
Lars was reportedly in a good mood. Then on the 6th night, things went downhill. Lars separated from the group while they were out. Hours later, he returned with a strange story. He reportedly told his friends that he argued with men at a local bar. After leaving, he was ambushed.
He said that this group of men who he thought were either Russian or locals, so Bulgarians, had attacked him.
Lars believed the attackers were hired by the group in the bar whom he disagreed with. His friends didn't
Oh yeah, of course, disagreed with. He probably like, he probably cussed all them niggas out, you know, with their mamas or some shit. Like, he probably said the wildest things because he himself was drunk, you know what I'm saying? He himself was out of body already. For him to even separate from the group like that, like, bro, we agreed that we gonna hit the spot together. What are you doing veering off by yourself? Type, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, you gotta understand the motherfucker drunk, you know what I'm saying? He on whatever substance that he off of. You know what I mean? It's and you know, a whole lot of people, it's easy for them to kind of wait, hold on, let me just be comfortable, get comfortable. For a whole lot of people, it's easy for them to get really disrespectful, really obnoxious once they're under the influence of XYZ. Y'all know that, right? So, oh no, there was a little bit of a disagreement, and you know, they just ganged up on me, gangs. Like, nah, at that point, you probably, you know, it's warranted. You probably deserve that shit.
Panic. Bar fights happened. They assumed it was just a bad night. The next day, Lars told...
But I'm not gonna lie, it's not like I'm throwing you out to the wolves. You still are my boy. But it's like, number one, why did you separate from everybody, nigga? You wild ass nigga.
His friends, he visited a local doctor. He wanted to check for injuries. The doctor reportedly found a ruptured eardrum. It was likely caused by the fight. Lars was given an antibiotic to treat it, but that ear injury changed the direction of this story. Lars and his friends were scheduled to fly home to Germany the next day, but the doctor advised Lars not to fly. He warned that a change in cabin air pressure could worsen the ear injury, so Lars stayed behind to recover. All his friends flew home. That was the last time they ever saw Lars, because after they left, his behavior changed completely. Lars checked into another hotel. That evening, he called his mother in Germany. He told...
But I'm not gonna lie, why they leave him alone though? Oh my god. Okay, at the same time, bro, we all got lives to go live, but this was nothing but just a holiday away. Look, everybody has to return. Maybe everybody got lives, they got jobs, they got families, there's children, etc., right? But like, dog, this guy's in a critical condition, bro. Like, he's in a very fucked up situation. Okay, you drop what you would have done being Lars's friend, right? This is what I would have probably did, being the sensible friend, being the friend that's like considerate of like his condition, bro. He's not like healthy, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody, you know, like, people don't react the same, you know, mentally and psychologically, you know, considering the side effects of certain medication you may be under certain treatment for whatever's going on with you. But you may not react the same in terms of it may not be the same mentally for you than it is for me. You know what I'm saying? I still can be like myself, I realize I'm alone in faraway country or foreign environment, whatever. But maybe let's say you take the medication, you start freaking out, you start seeing it because of the side effects of whatever you're under. You see what I'm saying? So me being a friend, man, I'm probably maybe calling, you know, being somebody that can like take a trip to a foreign land, bro. You kind of nice with the cream, you know what I'm saying? So maybe fly a family member to come through this side, fly a family member or somebody who ain't got nothing to do with their life, like respectfully, you know what I'm saying? As in like, yo, your person is out here, you know what I'm saying? We came here for a holiday away together, but now we all have to leave. I'm just letting you know, like, you know, if you don't mind, like, pull up this side and come, you know, I'll organize some tickets for you to come through and then return, but you know, accommodation there and everything like that, you're gonna have to see yourself on that. But you know what I'm saying, like, hey, y'all mans is out here, you know, come through, check him out, he's under some treatment, he's seeing some medical professional, like whatever the case, right? And then leave, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm just trying to look out. You cannot leave that guy there by themselves, bro. Okay, cool. And you know, he's stuck there because he cannot travel like on planes. Like whatever infection is going on in his eardrum is gonna get affected by, like, you know, altitude effects, you know, that like kind of affect your hearing, or like, yeah, I think that's what it is. It blocks your hearing a little bit. So they said, yo, do not touch those kind of environments, bro. Like, yo, you're gonna have to chill. So he was forced to stay behind. So I'm saying, like, being the friend, knowing that he also has a life too. Oh, he or she also got it's a he. Lars is the name. He got a life to live out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Got a family, you know what I mean? So I could, like, the least I could do is let his people aware of what's going on with his situation, since we're the one that brought him here.
Told her he did not feel safe. He repeated the story about the fight. Then he asked her to cancel his credit cards because he felt someone wanted to rob him. His mother tried to calm him down. After the call, she booked him a new flight for the next day. She hoped that would make him feel better. The opposite happened.
Later that night and into the early hours of the next morning, surveillance cameras captured Matank pacing the hotel foyer, peering out the windows and seemingly hiding inside an elevator.
Lars looked jittery. A few hours later, he called his mother again. This time, he claimed he was being followed. Then he hung up. Around 6 in the morning, he called once more. He said he was at the airport for his flight. He told her he was glad to be there. His mother felt relieved. At the airport, Lars went to see a doctor for a final check before boarding. That's when the situation spiraled out of control. The doctor cleared him to fly, but something about Lars felt off.
The physician reported that Matank was acting strangely, really nervous and erratic.
Then a man entered the room. Reports are unclear about who that man was, but the moment he saw the man, he panicked. He ran.
Yeah, I think it was some undiagnosed case of schiz, bro. It was a schiz, bro. He just probably didn't know it, and you know, it took this situation that's unsolved to this day, unfortunately, for him to, you know, for us to realize this. Like, I'm realizing, like, I don't know about y'all, like, what y'all think this is?
Out of the doctor's office, leaving his phone, wallet, and passport behind. CCTV cameras captured Lars sprinting through the airport. Witnesses heard him yell, "I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here." He ran outside, climbed over a fence, and disappeared into a nearby forest. Police searched nearby forests and surrounding streets. They found nothing. Lars was gone. After Lars' disappearance, his family was desperate. His mother filed a missing person report and hired a private investigator. Lars' friends were questioned, but different friends offered different accounts, which in turn featured different details. Still, she couldn't find her son. Later, the CCTV footage of Lars running through the airport leaked. Millions watched it. Then the theories began. Some believed he suffered a head injury during the alleged bar fight.
Theory number 4, Matank had a concussion as a result of that fight. This caused psychosis. This is a possibility.
Others thought Lars wanted to run away and start a new life, so he staged everything.
For that, he planned his own disappearance and simply does not want to be found.
His family strongly rejected that idea. They said Lars loved his life in Germany. There were darker theories too.
It's also been suggested that Matank or his friends were working as drug mules, either voluntarily or forcibly.
But there was no evidence that they were involved in criminal activity. The most popular theory came from Lars's mother. She believed that he experienced a rare side effect from the antibiotic that he was prescribed for his ruptured eardrum. She thought the medication triggered a psychotic episode. She also believed the meds triggered amnesia, meaning Lars could still be alive in Bulgaria. He simply may not remember who he was. The footage of him running still haunts the internet.
No, bro. Are you telling me it's a possibility that, like, he may have taken the meds and the meds might have, like, wiped out his memory? Like, what? And now he's stuck in a place where it's like because at the same time, you gotta understand, like, now he's forced to, like, restart everything, right? Learn whatever, you know what I'm saying? The situations, like the dialect, the lingo, all that. But then you're gonna have to learn even his own names and things like that, and right, if that's a possibility. But then if that is a possibility, like he's probably like a homeless bum, like a crazy homeless bum, who, because you know, if you connect with somebody that really wants to help you out, they'd reconnect you with your previous people, you know, provided maybe you got some ID on you, and another thing, you're in another country, dog. If that's a like, that would be like such a fucked up situation. I'm not gonna hold you. That would be like such a sad situation, bro. If the thing, you know, if the side effects is if reality is that the side effects just wiped his memory out, that's just the saddest.
And the biggest question still lingers. Who is he running from in that airport? Up next is one of the most baffling events in modern history, and nobody has been able to explain it.
Talk about it.
The airplane that vanished.
Dog, I think I've heard of this one. The airplane that vanished, like into some sort of like mountain or whatever. People started, I don't know if you heard of it. Like in a snow mountain, and then people started cannibalizing one another. Oh shit, TOS. Is that you know, YouTube TOS, does that go against that? But yeah, I don't know if y'all heard about that story, dog.
In 2014, a Boeing 777 disappeared while flying through the air. It was a massive commercial aircraft. Hundreds of people were on board. How does something that large simply vanish? Some called it the
no, this was the hundreds of people. Okay, the one that I'm talking about was not hundreds of people. I think it was a military plane or whatever.
Deadliest case of aircraft disappearance. But the real mystery wasn't the missing plane. It was what happened on board before it disappeared. The aircraft was Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. On March 8th, 2014, it took off with 227 passengers and 12 crew members. It was headed to Beijing, China. The weather was calm. Radar systems were tracking the plane. The pilots were in contact with Malaysian Air Traffic Control.
Malaysian 370, climb flight level 350. Level 350, Malaysian 370.
38 minutes after takeoff, the chaos began. The plane was preparing to enter Vietnamese airspace.
Malaysian 370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.9. Good night. Good night, Malaysian 370.
Those were the final words from the pilots. Moments later, the plane...
Oh no, do you think those pilots were on like some sort of suicide mission? No! No, that's wrong. That was the wrong effect. My fault. Let's try to get to the right. Yo, do that again. Damn. It was probably like one of those situations where, oh my god, this one is too scary, dog. Niggas were like probably part of like a, you know, one of those sacrificial ritual blah blah blahs, and then they probably owed a whole lot. They probably owed a whole lot of souls that they were supposed to like sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they just reached a boiling point. Both of those pilots in there, or however many, you know, they reached like that climactic point where it's like whatever demon they were supposed to like sacrifice lives to got so angry that they were like, bro, I need 370 souls at the same time. Immediately they were like, bro. The other one was like, brother, this plane holds 370 passengers. What are you thinking? What? I don't know, bro. Y'all heard about these you know, these secret societies, bro? Like people be on, or whatever, like black magic or whatever ties people like just connect themselves to, like these little weird energies and demonic things that you know, then you hear, yo, they be wanting like sacrificial things from people, right? Sacrificial, like they want blood that you can sacrifice so that you can continue doing whatever intention that you want to be on. I don't know, man. I know that's like a little insensitive, like assuming that, but okay, let's hear the story though. It might be
tracking screens. Here's what that means. Okay. Commercial planes normally send out a signal to show their location. That signal allows controllers on the ground to monitor and guide the aircraft. On Flight 370, that signal stopped. That likely meant someone on board turned off the tracking system. Airline staff tried calling the plane using satellite phones. No one answered. Authorities grew concerned. They alerted the Malaysian government. Soon after, the military activated its radar systems to search for the plane.
Unlike the radar system employed by air traffic control, long-range military radar does not rely on transponders but use reflectance to track the position of aerial targets.
In simple terms, military radar can detect a plane even if it stops sending signals. And it picked up the aircraft 54 minutes after it vanished, but it was now hundreds of miles off course. Instead of continuing toward Beijing, it was flying in a completely different direction. That detail became central to the mystery. Planes do not change direction without reason. Some believe the plane was hijacked, but no hijacker contacted authorities demanding ransom. Minutes after appearing on military radar, the plane vanished again. At that point,
yo, not even the military could check you. Damn.
Malaysia Airlines released a press statement. Flight 370 was officially declared missing. Malaysian authorities launched a large-scale search. They asked other countries for help. About an hour later, satellite...
I'm saying, like, you be maybe, you know, somebody who's a family member of a bunch of people who's in there. Or, like, maybe one of the people in there. Maybe your mother's in there, bro. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe your uncle, your dad, nigga. Maybe your daughter was supposed to... Your daughter, your son was supposed to just like travel to you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they were out there, you know, for some like education, you know, university or whatever. Maybe foreign student exchange student program. Are they preparing? Nah, I mean, just, you know, go home, man. It's like, I'm done with this little program. Maybe he got his stripes, he got he's you know, he good. Graduated, everything, whatever. Okay, let me go see the family. Damn, missing, gone. You feel what I'm saying? It's like so scary, bro. Like till right now, and y'all see the title, bro. Unsolved till today. Shit.
Data located the plane. And now it was flying over the Indian Ocean. That made the situation far worse. Experts calculated that the plane was almost out of fuel. But the Indian Ocean is the third largest ocean in the world. There was nowhere nearby to refuel. If it kept flying that way, it would likely crash into the ocean. Soon after, the satellites lost contact. The plane was never seen again. Many reached the same conclusion.
When was this?
The seventh arc was indeed the end of the flight, and that it was where the plane had exhausted its fuel.
The plane probably fell into the sea. Ships and helicopters were deployed to scan the ocean. Teams searched for debris and bodies, but they found nothing. As the search continued, investigators tried to figure out what happened inside the aircraft. Experts believe the plane was deliberately rerouted by someone on board. Police did a background check of everyone on the flight, but they found no red flags among the 227 passengers or the 12 crew. Investigators also searched the home of one of the pilots. On his computer, they found flight simulator software.
Wait, all of these things are happening like in real time as this plane is missing, but with them, you know, presuming that it hadn't crashed into the water yet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was 54 minutes before they could track it with the military tracker, but then it then went missing from the military tracker and it couldn't be like so. But all of these things happen in real time. These motherfuckers still flying. These motherfuckers still on the air floating. Alright.
Which allowed someone to
but correct me if I'm wrong if I heard it like janky.
Practice flying routes like virtual reality.
They found 8 coordinate points.
Those coordinates on the flight simulator were similar to the direction the real plane went.
He had marked 2 points in the southern Indian Ocean with fuel at 0. And on March 8th, he ended up in the southern Indian Ocean with fuel at 0.
To some, this proved the pilot planned the hijacking. But that was hard to believe because detectives said the pilot had no history of odd behavior. A year passed without clear answers. Then aircraft wreckage washed up on beaches along East Africa. Some pieces were positively identified as coming from Flight 370. The main wreckage, however, was never found. Malaysia did not give up. They said they were committed to providing closure to the families affected by this tragedy. Over the years, search missions have started and stopped. In December 2025, a new search was announced. Meanwhile, the public came up with wild theories.
Oh my God,
CNN issued a survey that indicated that at one point about 9% of Americans actually believed that aliens could have potentially hijacked the plane.
Nah, but you know, situations like this, bro, like what else would you assume, dog? Like just gone like that? Like just maybe the pilots were aliens. Boom. What?
Until the main wreckage is found, we may never know what truly happened inside that cockpit. Up next is a mystery where the
oh no, like this is actually crazy, bro. The Malaysian aircraft that disappeared with 227 passengers. Yo, co-pilot, what's going on with the mysterious case where the 222 passengers on a Malaysian aircraft went missing? Like, how's like, where's that case today? Like right now, what's going on with that?
The case of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 is still unresolved. Even after 12 years and renewed deep-sea search efforts, no confirmed wreckage has been found. You're aware that the Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 is still unresolved, even after 12 years and renewed deep-sea search efforts.
So crazy, bro. It's eerily, like, that's just so, you know what I'm saying? Alright, moment of silence for the incision.